Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Um, I'm going to do another book haul today because I have enough. I have a lot of books that I haven't showed you guys yet, like I told you in my last video. So I want to go ahead and get some of these books moved out of the living room. So here we go. Let's see how many I can get through before my husband comes home in less than a few minutes. The first one I have has a half price books receipt in it, but as you can tell, I got this from Half Price Books. It's The Better Part of Darkness by Kelly Gray. Um, I'm gonna try to do something different, which is um, read like the first paragraph in each book. This isn't my this isn't my original idea. I seen Chantel over at Chantel Reads All Day do this, so I thought I would try it. This one is, yeah, I told you. You told a 2,000-year-old oracle to prove it. Hank kept pace beside me, nursing his bloody nose with a handful of fast food napkins I pulled from the glove box earlier. I mean, do you ever think before the words spew out of your mouth, Charlie? Okay. So one of the main characters in this book is called Charlie. And I'm not sure about the first paragraph, but I went ahead and got this because it was only $1. The next one I have here is Haunting Beauty by Aaron Quinn. The first paragraph of this one, acknowledgments. We don't run and read acknowledgments right now. Come on. Okay, apparently this book has yet to be read because this book, like, opened almost like it was brand new. But it says the man came to her just before dawn. Danny had awoken with the star a few moments earlier, tangled in her bedding, unsure of what had pulled her from sleep. The inky blackness outside pressed against her windows, a dark, a dark entity that wanted to creep in and take over. Uneasy, she crawled from bed and shuffled to the kitchen for coffee. And that's when she felt the air turn. It plunged in a silent code force that made her ears ring and her stomach sink like a latent memory. The sensation of it was suddenly there, filling her head, familiar and frightening. Pressure and relief. She knew it. She feared it. She remembered it. Though with the turning air, Harold escaped her. heralded escaped her. Mm, this one seems more like a October read. Um, I might actually put this as one of my October reads, but we'll see. The next one, The Town by Chuck Hogan. This one says, Part 1, Pride. And my husband's one. Doug McRae stood inside the rear door of the bunk, breathing deeply through his mask. Yawning, that was a good sign. Getting oxygen, he was trying to get amped up. Breaking in overnight had left them plenty of downtime to sit and eat their sandwiches and goof on each other and get comfortable. And that wasn't good for the job. Doug had lost his buzz, the action, fear, and momentum that was a cocktail of banditry. Get in, get the money, get out. His father talking, but fuck it. On this subject, the old crook was right. Doug was ready for this thing to fall. So, that is The Town. Shh. This one is 500 years after. Sorry for the dog barking. And sorry I've got your chair. Anyways, this one says, with the founders of our entire... Oh, this one is 500 years after by Stephen Burst. Sorry. With the founders of our entire critical tradition expressing such options, it is no wonder that his hand occupies an uneasy position between scholarship and romance. It is pelted with opprobrium, I have no idea, from both camps, where Parfy of Roundwood published The Broken Strings, those whom he was responsible at this university's press asked him to use another name than his own, under which the press had occasionally published his historical monographs. He refused to do so, with the result that those who read his romance was in a position to purchase and read his historical monographs as well, and put sorely needed money into the coffers of this institution. That is 500 years later. This one, y'all know what this one's about. It's Malice by John Glenn. I also got this from Book and Music Exchange. I thought it was another half price book, but it was Book and Music Exchange for $3.99. But everybody knows what Malice is about. It's by John Glenn, and I'm not gonna go into this one because you guys have heard about this one too much here lately. I got this one from Half Price Books, The Lost Girls of Paris by Pam Jenoff. And this one says, New York, 1946. If not for the second worst mistake of Grace Hurley's life, she never would have found the suitcase. At 9:20 on a Tuesday morning, Grace should have been headed south from the rooming house to Hell's Kitchen to the Lower East Side office where she worked. And she was on her way to work, but she was nowhere near the neighborhood she had come to call home. Instead, she was racing south on Madison Avenue, corralling her corkscrew hair into a low knot. She quickly removed her coat despite the chill so she could take off her mint green cardigan. She didn't want Frankie to notice it was the exact same one she had been wearing at work the previous day and question the unthinkable, whether she'd gone home at all. And that's the first paragraph or so of The Lost Girls of Paris. The next one is Dreams Lie Beneath by Rebecca Ross. I got this one from somebody in Tango. And it's some kind of book box edition, but I forget which box it was in. This one says, September's naming waited for the sun to set, and I found myself trapped in Morazan something library, drawing her 12th portrait by candlelight. For as long as I've known her, she had never left her house during the day, and she kept her curtains closed while the sun rained. She liked to summon me every few months for various things. The foremost to commit her face to paper with my charcoal stick, as if she forgot what she looked like. And that's all I'm going to read of this one, because this one doesn't have a paragraph that is on the same page. So, with that being said, my next one is Angel Sister by Anne H. Gabhart. I got this one from the little free library. One of them that I go to. I don't know which one. Doesn't really matter which one, does it? Something woke Kate Merritt. Her eyes flew open and her heart began to thump in her ears. She couldn't see a thing, not even a hint of moonlight was flickering through the lace curtains at, at the bedroom window. The dark night wrapped around her like a thick blanket as she stared up toward her bedroom ceiling and frequently hoped it was nothing but a bad dream shaking her awake. So that is The Angel Sister by Anne H. Gabhart. You might want to start taking some of them, or the next ones. This one is In the Blood by Lisa Unger. And because I don't know if this is a standalone or not, I will I don't know if this is the first one, so I will not read a paragraph of this one just in case. This is Where Lilacs Still Bloom by Jane Kirkpatrick. Huda, 1889. I'm pretty sure I mispronounced that. Daffodils as yellow as the sun, ruby tulips, and a row of purple lilacs from the old country border the house I live in with my husband Frank and three young children, ages 8, 5, and 3. And next month, if all goes well, our fourth child. We are hoping for a boy. My parents live with us, but only for a few more months. They built a house near Woodland, Washington. They'll be they'll be moving to a farm of our own south of Wheelan Road. We'll still be within a few miles of each other. A close-knit family of German Americans captured by the lush landscape between the Lewis and Columbia rivers. So that's what this is about. And last but not least is The Valley of Amazement by Amy Tan. Praise, yeah. Acknowledgements. Chapter 1, Hidden Jade Path, 1905 to 1907. Violet. When I was 7, I knew exactly who I was, a thoroughly American girl in race, manners, and speech, whose mother, Lulu Minturn, was the only white woman who earned a first-class Courtesan house in Shanghai. Okay, and that's all that the first paragraph of that one says. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna like this one or not. I guess we'll see. With that being said, that was my last book of this video. I did end up moving my desk, so let me know what you think of this new area. Let me know how my lighting is. I know I can't film anymore at night because, well, I'm not sure if I can film anymore at night because I don't know, maybe we'll figure it out. But let me know how you guys like this setup, and I will try to make it look better as time goes on. And I hope you guys have a good day and a good week too. Bye.